Welcome back to StockSmart. Let's check out AMC and some of those other runners. All right. Now, it looks like Works is going to be in the works here very soon. Okay. Looks like we did get our signal here back on the 9th to get in Works before they started trending up, okay? And had you been following the channel the past few days, you might notice something a little different about the indicator I'm using. We have added the TEMA bot. Okay. So we've added our TEMA signals in here on this particular indicator. And Robo Server Systems is at 3 cents, but look at this entire move that they're trying to gain control of, okay? And that's because it's about to start moving up, too. All right. 0. I mean, oh boy, this thing's just been getting beat up, but, it should see a positive day someday real soon. Start trending up. So it looks like, there you go. See, people are building positions through here. They're trying to do it quietly. That was probably an accident. They probably didn't mean to spike it like that. They were probably hoping it'd be more like this, and oops. Although, pay attention to it. Looks like we are getting a signal. Alright. So these are some of our Kapok weekly signals. And of course, we've got, STFC, which we got that buy signal right here on the weekly. And look what happened. Alright. And we'll come back in on the daily. We'll check that out there. Alright. But STFC will fall. I assure you, she can sink. Okay. Yeah. CCIV. All right. Looks like this one could be heading down for a little gap here, and there's a gap here. Yeah, pay attention to those in here. I wouldn't be surprised to see CCIV all the way back down here. But let's see what happens. Let's draw a support. Let's draw some lines here. Looks like we got that line right there. And that seems valid through there. Or we could throw, say, Fibonacci up on it. I'm not so sure that's the... That might not quite be it, but this is one. Yep. So I'll take that one. And we notice that's right here at this little gap level here. So we'll see it probably touch this line again. Maybe pop right under to fill in some orders that are sitting in here. And then back on its way. And Churchill Capital. Alright, Palantir is on our Kapok weekly list. Kodak. Okay. Look at Kodak. And even as it crossed above 0, we still had a pop in Kodak there, but And Nokia also was on the list today. So some good ones on our Kapok list here. FUV. Show FUV some love. Yeah, that seems accurate. Let's just strike that bad boy all the way through, and it does line up with the top of the TPO there. Alright, so we've got a little channel here drawn for it to trend along in, that FUV. Looks like it could start trending up, given the daily. Let's check that weekly. Okay, well, let's make our distance, our length here. We'll go to 55. And bingo. All right. So we got our low to our high. Now we're waiting for our next low. So it looks like we could probably hammer and trend up to this spot here. We might even get stuck in a slightly higher shoulder, it looks like. And then smacked back down. Okay. So this is still very valid. And all the way from the top of this little guy here, we'll strike it through there. And we can see how it lines up with the gap, the very bottom of this big gap here. All right. Perfect. All right, now let's check out the next one. And let's hit this one. There we go. And that kind of hits the middle there, or we can bring it up just a touch. And it touches that gap there. So we could even see a fall to this level. All right, so weekly, watch out for FUV. Daily, though, we could see some actions. And 4 hour, we might even get a little pop up to here before they smack it back down. All right, that's why I don't really like FUV. It's just not ready yet, you know what I mean? All right, looks like Overstock, Upworks, Roku, BEKE, Futu. Looks like they're hitting a low here now. Perfect. Excellent. Look at this, accepted values way up here. 62.53. Down here, 39.83. I mean, that's excellent. Even the lowest value here is 53.11 on the 4 hour. So we look for those particular signs, and we know that they're going to make moves back up to those levels, and that this is a premature push down beyond the normal levels. So, our normal price should be up in here, and they're just pushing it down. We're hitting our rock bottoms detector here. All right, make sure you subscribe. I'm giving away the rock bottom detector as our 400th subscriber gift. TIGR, Tattooed Chef, Real. The Real Inc. What is the Real? All right, well, I mean, I like the way the Real be trading. Oh, man. Okay. All right, the accumulation swing index, GRWG. There's a Nova. How about Supernova? Excellent. All right, so there's some really good stocks here on the lists here, but not all of them look, enticing. Like I said, BEKE looks excellent. And even this, you see how high this is? I mean, that just means that it will get there eventually again. It has the potential. They've cleared out enough room in the market maker space to make that happen. I mean, that is insane. It means in the future, but still. Okay. ORPH will be a Rock'em Sock'em, yes. What are they? The robots? No, those are the... Yes, those are the Rock'em Sock'em robots. Okay. And Watt. We can see Watt hitting a little bit of a rock bottom here. I think that they're going to start to trend upwards. The Energius group. TTI was showing up. Mamat. DraftKings, Clove Plug, ASTR, BBY, Trip, Blink, Lyft. Okay. A lot of these good stocks. So we look for that rock bottom detector and a good buy signal, and then we can trend on up. Now we can see on this particular, say the daily and weekly, those would be swing trades, okay? So that's what we're looking for. All right. And it seems this is still too young to chart out on the weekly for some of our studies. But one of our detectors catches it. Okay, looks like Blink is going to crash, and crash hard it will, so... Eek. And... yeah, it doesn't look super duper promising. Okay. Let's see what else is on our lists for today. And that's our market sentiments. Many of the other stocks that were on our other lists are here. And let's check something a bit smaller. There we go. AMC, Work, NOC, Exela, Apple, OSAT, and AHPI. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, that looks like a good swing trade. This looks like it has been overextended. It's going to pop back down and then take its run. All right, I wouldn't quite look at OSAT just yet, but this one, Apple, they got to have a little bit of a comeback into a couple of these zones before we jump back into Apple there. Exela, looks like they're going to have a pop-up sometime soon. Really nice low here, and we did recognize it on our indicator, so we need to keep in mind when our moving average pops out of this squeeze indicator that wait for the rock bottom indicator to catch it, and then we can get in after we see our low. All right. And here we go on the weekly there. I'll go back to the daily. Works. I had a bit of a pop-off, too. Although it's well above. Expect it to pull back down to at least here. All right. That gives us just a couple good stocks there. Let's see what's on our For YouTube example daily list. And that gives us quite a few here. Looks like Overstock's at the top of a list today. Very good. Luck and Coffee's still trying. VTNR was one of those stocks that, had you been with the channel, you would have made money on. Very good. As you can see, we got our signal in VTNR way back here. All right. And I was able to spot VTNR. At least can. All right, as the TPO levels were exposing themselves in odd price action type of way. Okay, and Tuffin. Now, Tuffin showed up on my lists here, and I'm interested in it because it does have some gaps up here to go, so I feel like it is going to have a gap up soon. So be watching that Tuffin. Yep. There's a gap here, gap up here. I mean, I think all of these are relevant points, so it looks like it's ready for its next gapper. All right, so many earnings coming out. SPCE, I knew that was a crasher, always. I mean, always, always, always when SPCE hits a high, short it. I mean, it just has that type of movement. It is up and down, up and down. That's what it's there for. You know, to play the direction of the momentum. You know, not a whole lot needs to be said. Just look at the chart and play it in the direction it's going. And when it starts doing stuff like this, that's when you're, you know, good to start. Man, that's probably a bit of a fake out here. They're going to drop and trend below this line before they pop back above it here. Okay. See this big gap they're trying to trade in? Alright, let's get rid of our TPO profile for a little bit. And hit apply. Hit OK. Pay ya. Okay. Big volume right here. And there are lots of volume studies that we do have. I see. It just dropped a channel. And bring that out to a Renko bar. And typically we wait for at least 2 green bars. You could be a 3 green bar play. You can do consecutive bars. They can get you in trouble by playing that way, though. Because the algorithms do know the 3 consecutive bar strategy. Or you could play the 1 consecutive arrow strategy right here in the buy the dip indicator. And it would probably serve you very well. Alright. Some more things added to the Kapok Weekly. Let's check our Smart 80X here. And we have some of the other stocks we had before. Looks like OSAT's up $3, Apple's up another $2.73, Excella's up $1, Beeline, Atos is almost up $1, Nokia, Clove down, SPC down, AMC is down. Okay. Now, it does have some valid levels here. All right. But it does look like that it could certainly take a crash down into the 20s, which would mean hold, hold, hold. You know, if you sell, you're going to mess up the price. So hold what you have, but this might be a very good little bottom that we're looking at. Looks like they've extended down to there, but let's check out that wedge. Okay. So will it break below? Okay. And it might break a little bit below. It's got a couple levels through there. Before it starts to trend back up on the 4-hour chart. On the daily chart here, yeah, it could fall from here to here. But on the weekly, Check it out. Okay. We might, if we get a little doji right here. Yeah, that might be worth paying attention to. But as you can see, our arrows have disappeared. All right, this was our rock bottom. This was your time to shine. This was your all-in, load the boat moment. All right? When you see a high, get out and take your money and wait for the next, low of a particular period, whichever time frame you're trying to trade on. So if you're looking for a particular setup, when you find one that you like, trade it on that time frame. Very good. So keep BEKE in your eyes. Let's see. Looks like we've already worked it off the list. I didn't even type that, but thanks for showing it to me. I mean, woohoo. Big boom. And look what happened. As it crossed above zero, it went from negative to boom, positive. Explosion. The Tima bot caught it. All right. Excellent. I love it. Looks like our buy the dip indicator caught it. Then we started to increase here, and then boom. I mean, just skyrocket. So from $4 to $9.67, current $6.86. I mean, you could have very nearly doubled your money, and this AHPI is going to continue to trend up. So for whatever reason, it just showed up in my list. AHPI, man. There we go. All right, on the weekly, it's just trying to gain control over some of the ground. It'll probably simmer back down into here before it pops up again. Very good. All right, now if we were looking for the 1 hour, this would have given us a bit of a better warning, okay? We got our rock bottom, our rock bottoms, and then we started to see other signals here with verified lows here. So, having, a 1 hour scanner or, say this 30-minute, that's very useful too. Okay. Now let's go check out another watch list. Sohu. All right. I don't know that I really like the way this one looks. Yeah, I'm not particularly interested in this. But it is starting to take another run. Approaching earnings on 8/9. Okay, it is up 3. It's up almost $4 today. And let's check out our Arun reversals list. For the daily. And we'll see which ones are going off and which ones are going down. Okay, so we can see which ones are going down and which ones are going up. Oh, we must have already been on that one. Check that 4-hour list. There we go. Dai, Atos, Tilray, DPW. All right. Very good. This had a low of 53 cents. All right, there's another holdings company. Looks like it's nearly flat in the water, too. Yep, it's hitting a rock bottom. We're going to start seeing some action with this. Doji, $11 bottom. We're starting to see some buy signals there. Okay. And we'll check out our four-way STC, and that's the shaft trend cycle. All right. And we have quite a few good stocks here. So should we just pull up our four-way STC every single day? There is a strategy that I'm developing with this one. Okay. And several others. And we're working on getting a FOSS terminal up and running. We need to keep working on that. And for the Momo LBR Daily, AHPI, OSAT, Apple, Exela, Works, and Nokia. So all of these have showed up on other lists today. Okay, and this is one of my more reliable lists. So let's go down here, and we're going to alert when scan results change. All right. Now that's going to be sound, email, and mobile. Okay. And create. There we go. So now we'll get email alerts about that. And I like that the email alerts, when we go back and we find something that's been popping off, like AHPI, we can go back into our email and see when it first showed itself. Okay. And I know AHPI. Let's see here. Let's new tab. Let's get our Gmails going. And let's find Z1 with Z alerts. All right, and let's bring this over here. And make it big. All right, so we're going to search AHPI. All right, and see when it first showed up. It looks like it showed up at 9:57 a.m. with quite a few other stocks on the For YouTube example list. After that, it showed up on the Kapok weekly list all by itself. Typically, Kapok catches it first. Then the rest of these caught up on the Kapok weekly list, with AHPI hitting it again. All right, then we got the Arun Bullish 1 and 4 hour all list. There we go. And then we got AHPI and SFIO added to the Kapok weekly list again. All right. Very good. And this is very close to the typical way I see them roll in, except for these two were switched. It seems it might have needed to show up on Kapok first, then 4 hour YouTube, but 4 hour YouTube's a very accurate watch list. So go back in the other videos and watch that. I show you how to make that yourself. You don't even need me for that. Okay? Very good. So let's get rid of this. Cool. All right, I think that's what we've got. Those are the runners for today. I thank you for watching. We'll try to make it short and sweet. Come over to our Discord. That link's in the description down below. Consider going over to Patreon and supporting the work I do here. And I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.